I got a question in the mailbox about my fodder system from Ken, so I thought I'd go ahead and read that question and answer it in the video. I just watched your fodder system video. I was wondering, with rabbits, are you feeding fodder and pellets? If you normally feed 1 cup a day of pellets per rabbit, how much can you save by adding fodder? Well, right now, Ken, what we're doing is we're continuing to feed the pellets. They're not eating very many, at least compared to what they used to before we started feeding the fodder. But right now, since we're still feeding them what's coming out of these buckets here, I don't have enough for all the rabbits. We've got 6 adult rabbits, and right now we've got 2 litters of baby rabbits, young rabbits. We've got one that's about 10 weeks old. They'll be ready to harvest here before too long. And then we've got some that are about 5 to 6 weeks old. And there's 7 of the first group and 10 in the second group. So there's just not good enough to go around. What we've got down here in the barrels here, I'm starting that with about 3/4 pound of seed. It gives me good coverage of the bottom of those barrels, buckets, not barrels. But that ends up, by the time it gets grown out, about 3 times that amount. So about it's about 37 to 40 ounces, depending on the day, is what we've been getting. And so that's not enough to go around. The way I'm figuring it, 5 to 7 ounces per rabbit, depending on their size, is what we've been doing so far. There's just not enough to go around for everybody. Double the amount in here, so I'll start each one of those trays with 1.5 pounds of seed. So I'm hoping to get 4.5 to 5 pounds. Maybe it'll grow out a little better without having the tall sides of the buckets around it, and be able to get them a little bit more every day. So really the goal is once we expand everything out here, is to eliminate the pellets, but we still go ahead and leave it in their trays and everything, so that even after they feed on the barley fodder in the morning, that they can eat on the pellets throughout the day. One other thing is key as far as feeding the fodder to your rabbits. The fodder gives them a lot of nutrients, gives them a lot of protein and things like that they need, but it doesn't have enough roughage in it for their intestinal system and everything to be able to digest and be able to have them function properly. They still need some hay or something like that, so you're still going to want to source hay locally to be able to supplement the fodder with that. But anyways, as you can see here, we're coming along nicely. Let's see here, this would have been 2.5 days worth of growth on this guy right here. So doing pretty good. And I had to make an adjustment to how we were putting in the seeds. I've been soaking the seeds in the 5-gallon buckets, and I went ahead and did that in the first night, and it was a pain in the butt to get the seeds out of the 5-gallon bucket without making a mess everywhere into one of these trays. Because these trays, they're actually, they're pretty sturdy as far as being able to grow stuff in them. But when you're pouring water and seed and everything all at once, you can see there's a little bit of bend in the tray coming out of a 5-gallon bucket. That wasn't terribly easy. So I just took one of our milk cartons that we use to take water in the wintertime down to our rabbits, and just cut the top out of it. And just put my seed down the bottom of it, fill it up with water, and then it was much easier just to go ahead and pour it into the tray in a slower manner and with much more control. So anyways, thanks again for your question. I'd love to answer more, guys. If you want to ask a question, ask it in the comments, or just send it to us in a private message, and we'll be happy to answer them, maybe even make a video out of it. Give us a subscribe if you like what we're doing. As always, talk to you guys later.